There's not a lot of on the outside of the average inkjet printer. But open it up, it's a different story. The first order of business is the paper. A paper grabber feeds sheets of paper to the printer. And there's a roller which advances the paper during printing. These cartridges and black tubes make up the ink distribution system. But this is the heart of the machine, the printhead assembly that fires ink droplets on paper. A belt connects the printhead assembly to a motor. This circuitry coordinates the mechanics of printing and decodes information sent from the computer. Its job is to maintain a smooth relationship between the paper, the printhead, and the inks. With less than a teaspoon of ink, a single cartridge can fire 900 million droplets, enough to print hundreds of pages. So how does the printer manage this technical feat? 4 small motors play a major role. There's the motor that runs the paper grabber, and another that feeds the sheets of paper into the printer. A third motor moves the printhead assembly back and forth across the paper, and this one activates the ink pump. These 4 motors coordinate to make things run smoothly. Their smooth operation really pays off when the printhead comes into play. The head is made of silicone, easy to shape and sculpt into the 3,900 tiny nozzles that fit on the printhead. A nozzle really works like a kettle. Inside, an electric current quickly heats up a tiny element. When it's super hot, the ink boils and vaporizes. So it expands. As it expands, it forces a droplet of ink out of the nozzle. The heating element turns off, and fresh ink from the cartridge rushes in to refill the nozzle. It happens incredibly fast, but speed isn't everything. Timing is also crucial. Every single droplet must be shot at precisely the right moment to form text and images on the page. As the printhead skims about 0.04 of an inch above the paper, the printed circuit board orchestrates the ink shooting sequence so that millions of individual droplets always hit their bullseye. Wow, talk about having the right stuff.